Stephen Jeet in Catsilla. Stephen Jeet, huh?
Yeah, Stephen.
Stephen Jeet, right. And he's the president of the South Trinidad Hunters Association.
A group.
Yeah, that South Trinidad Hunters Association, Hunters Association or Hunters Group?
Hunters Group.
Hunters Group, right. Now, you have a lot of members, right?
Yeah.
And you have been there today, you came with us here, fellas in this camp here, and we actually had a good time. Tell me a little bit about how you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, well, the drive up was good. We came up to the camp, we organized and so on, and we wanted to go and do a little fishing.
Right.
Right, in the fishing it entailed catching fish with hook and fish spot.
Right.
Right, so that exercise was done. It was fun and educational because we learned how to bait the hook and get the depth of the hook from the cork to do the fishing. Yeah, so that was
Right.
accomplished.
Cool. And I hear that this evening you went and actually was involved in shooting a goatee.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Right.
You see the goatee going across.
Yeah, the crossing.
And you made a good shot and you actually
Right.
hit that goatee.
Hit the goatee.
Alright. Well, it's nice to know that you come around here and you enjoy yourself with the boys. And we had a very good time. Now, really, in the interest of hunting, we have been seeing a certain type of behavior, right? In terms of how you see the young fellas taking hunting.
Yeah, the young fellas, they participated in the hunting, right? In my group there, for the past 2 or 3 years, we had a lot of young guys interested.
Do we shall we consider?
Right, so they joined the group and yeah.
Mamu.
Right. Alright, so you see a certain interest being shown by young people who want to
Yeah, yes, there's a number of young people really interested in hunting and learning the skills of hunting.
Right.
Yeah.
So you feel hunting is in good hands. We seem to have, we have a lot of young people coming in, and you're seeing a problem like with the hunters getting scarcer.
Well, from my point of view, the young people, they come in and join in and doing their hunting in their little own groups also. Right, and progressing.
Right. So you see it as a progressive thing.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people now, young people, have a tendency to fear snakes and so on. And they tend to kill all type of snakes.
Mm-hmm.
What's your views on that?
Well, for some of the young hunters, well, first time when they encounter a snake is a snake. And to them, a snake should be killed. Right? That is their point of view. But as the time goes by and we educate them, we let them know about the usefulness of snake around. Right? And they seem to understand that.
Yeah, they seem to understand. The question is we only have 4 poisonous snakes in Trinidad.
Yeah, four poisonous snakes, and you let them know about the mapipi, the coral.
And the coral.
Yeah.
Right.
We also have the snake which is the boa constrictor.
Yeah.
But that is not a poisonous snake.
Right.
But
That's the one that we normally call the macawel.
The macawel.
That is not a poisonous snake.
That is not a poisonous snake, but
we still have people killing them.
killing them because they say that the snake would kill their dogs.
Right.
Right? We had encountered one of those macawel, a large one. Right? We were chasing dogs, and the goatee passed first, and the snake caught the goatee, right, and had it there. And when the dog came up to the mackerel, it started
Trying to protect its
trying
prey.
to, yeah, his turf there, right, because he already had his kill already, and he didn't want to get rid of that, yeah.
Yeah, well, that is, I mean, I'm neither here nor there. The question is, the snake is looking for food and
Yeah.
we're protecting. But the question is, if a snake bite you, that snake, mackerel,
Yeah.
that will come like just a dog bite.
Yeah, dog bite.
And the point that is bitten, right, will be an infection site.
Yeah.
So you will have to keep it secure and so on.
Right.
Keep it there. But the question of killing a mackerel, it makes no sense.
No.
Right? It's part of the ecosystem.
Right.
It's part of the fauna that we have.
Yeah.
And that thing shouldn't be slaughtered at all. Mapipi, on the other hand, it will kill dogs. It is considered a pest too. And probably in the forest they don't have no pests, But still they go ahead killing them.
Yeah.
But at least it could be excusable because you have the question of the dogs.
Yeah, the dogs.
The dogs could get bitten by the mapipi
Yeah.
and so on. But it only you have, I think we should emphasize that there is only 4 poisonous snakes.
Yeah.
And the rest of snake are more or less they get rid of the rats
Yeah.
and all these things from the forest.
Right.
And if you have the rats living in the forest, there's so much rats,
Yeah.
they go destroy all the feed for the other animals.
That's it, yeah.
Right? And no, they don't eat the rats.
No.
Right? So the only predator is the snakes and they should be allowed to stay there.
Yeah.
Right. Alright, and the question of camping. How do you see camping in the forest?
Camping in the forest, right, is a place where, like, when the hunters go out and they chase their dogs and they come back in the camp, they would come and if they have any animal sport, they would, start cleaning, preparing it or whatever. Yeah, and they would have a lot of chit-chats about, the chase, if they running dog, and talk about the excitement and so on.
Right. Yeah, the question is also these people who live in farm. You'll find that they're coming from Digo Martin, they're coming from different areas. It's difficult for them to come one time and hunt and then go home.
Yeah.
They hunt, sometimes they're waiting on the dogs, they do all these things. The camp is an opportunity where people get together,
Right.
right? And people enjoy at night out, right? And then the next day they will hunt and they will go home. They give them an early start also in the forest.
Yeah.
Instead of you trying to hustle to go down,
Right.
you go down, you can quickly enough. So we find camping always seems to be, like this year, we opened camping, where the hunting was open, but we couldn't have camp
Yeah.
because of the COVID,
Right.
right? And we see from our statistics, the question is only about 50% of the people actually hunt,
Yeah.
and the rest of them didn't come out at all,
Right. That's true.
right? So we had a very low turnout in the early stage.
Yeah. For the
Right.
hunting season.
Yes. So that's where camping is part of this, is a social order.
Yeah.
It creates a social order. Elderly people.
Yeah. Elderly people now. Yeah. I feel it's a type of therapy for the older folks. They come here in the camp and they kind of free up.
Yes.
Yeah, from the everyday hustle and bustle outside there and all those things. And they are more relaxed and able to.
So Jeet, what about, we have lots of guns in the forest right now. How do you see that? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, the young hunters nowadays, they want to improve their skills in hunting.
Yes.
And by improving their skills in hunting, they need a firearm.
Right.
Right? So they look forward to getting a firearm to improve their skills in hunting and be
Right.
more if shunt out there, not just being a one tooth in a act or something. You know, they want to enjoy the skills of hunting.
At least this is the time we feel that the hunting firearms was open up, and we welcome that.
Yeah.
Because actually, people now just have to be a little more safe in the forest, and eventually, everybody will come to a safe area.
Yeah.
In terms of they just have to learn how to manage the firearm and do that.
Right.
And after a little time, you will find that it will come in very easy. Right? But a lot of more people, we have some firearms being available. And because long ago, you don't have too much of firearms.
Yeah,
and when you don't have firearms, one of the things that we had was unlicensed guns.
Yeah.
And although we have police here, and we have police, we have game proliferation of unlicensed firearms was throughout the forest.
Yeah.
Now we have licensed firearms, people will have a tendency to guard their firearms with their life.
Yeah.
Right? So you will have less unlicensed guns, and you will have more people who are accountable and things like that, right? So I think we welcome all the association, our association as well as I think yours. We'll welcome all the use of firearms, and everybody getting a firearm too. At least more firearms in the forest, right? All right.
And
so
by doing that, I think the government would get more revenue.
The government will get more revenue.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah. The government will get more revenue before the sport itself, the activity that we in hunting.
Yeah.
You notice that when we talk about hunting, people used to like to scorn hunting. They have a tendency, those people who can't understand hunting, have a tendency to kind of scorn it. They afraid it. It come like you're killing an animal cruelty. But the same thing goes when, like for example, Christmas. The most animals slaughtered is in Christmas time. So in the name of a religious festivity, we have millions of animals being slaughtered, right? And these animals that are domesticated, they are domesticated, and we slaughter them right off the bat. So it's easy to slaughter domesticated animals, but if you slaughter a wild animal, something wrong with that. So you understand the hypocritical part of this whole thing? Yeah, the hypocrite, the people who really, they're being hypocrite by saying we shouldn't kill nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas every Sunday, the amount of chicken being slaughtered, the amount of duck being slaughtered.
Yeah, and pigs.
Yeah, pigs being slaughtered.
Yeah.
Right? When we come here, really, we don't catch no big set of animals. We catch about one animal and come and make a cook. Look, today we catch one goatee.
Yeah.
And we was very happy with it.
Right, yeah.
And we catch some fish, and we all that and we can be cool. Right? Well, yeah. So, yeah. So, how about your association? Do you want to say anything about your association itself?
Yeah, well, the members through the COVID, they kind of shine away because the gathering is reduced the number of persons to attend meeting and so on. And many members are afraid to go out there, afraid of getting the virus.
Okay. Well, the question of the associations and having a meeting and so on, it is a question of every association really function like a training center. They actually being able to show fellas, educate fellas in terms of the laws, they educate fellas in terms of the biodiversity of Trinidad and Tobago, and the question, every living thing depends on another living thing, including man, Yeah. If we don't really come out and really try to, we have to save animals, we have to protect animals. Like for example, if we don't take care of animals by probably planting feed trees and putting all these type of things, we will find that animals don't have sufficient food.
Yeah.
So by educating the hunter, he will go there and clean trees, he will plant trees when he comes. and always create the more food.
Yeah.
Right. So your boys and them also is involved in this
Yeah,
in
that
these exercises.
also, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, the animals, probably the type of animals, the species, and what they eat.
Mm.
Some of them eat things that are grown in the forest. And although if you have some fruit trees in the forest, the animals don't recognize that fruit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you must plant, you know, think what the animal would eat.
What the animal will eat.
Yeah.
The question is some planting exercises we have seen already, like and even the government exercises, some of them doing. They plant a whole set of fruit trees in the forest, and it just making stocks where people could go in and harvest it,
Yeah.
and it don't really benefit the animals at all.
Mm-hmm.
It actually results in pooling.
Yeah.
So where they go under this particular tree, and find animals there, and they will sit down for them. And that's how they will shoot them and things like that.
Yeah.
Right? But the planting of the feed trees is one of the real way.
Yeah, one of the good elements of
Yeah.
the
We saw that the question of choosing trees for the forest is very important.
important, yeah.
Yeah. And given that type of thing. Now today is a day that the Southeastern Hunters Association have hosted you, Mr. Jeet, Stephen Jeet, president of the South Trinidad Hunters Group.
Yeah.
Right? And we actually expose you to the things that we practice as certain that it is common to you.
Yeah.
Right? But what have you to say about the reception and the area around you?
Yeah, the reception was very good with the members who attended today's, hunting
Yes.
and fishing expedition,
Yes.
right? And they all were very eager to have people from other groups coming, to share their experience.
Right.
Yeah, and to learn things from the other groups,
Right.
It's a give and take.
Is that give and take?
Yeah.
All right. And you would like to share anything to the general public? You like what you want to tell them?
Yeah, with the hunting season, some of the laws are outdated and needs to be updated to the present day hunting. Yeah, because some of the guys, they saying this thing look, this particular item in the conservation of wildlife is really outdated and it needed updating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things, I think they had an increase in game wardens, right? We had the increase that we had only 14 game wardens,
Yeah.
and now I think we have about 40,
Okay.
almost 40. So a more introduction of more females,
Okay.
and we had some fellas out there. But you notice that I want to raise this point too, because we have a lot of the game wardens, the 40 was always a rubber stamp. 40 game wardens cannot.
Yeah.
That is the full cadre, 40 or 40 something.
Yeah.
That cannot patrol the mountain
Right.
nation
The
forest.
forest of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah.
Right. That can't forest Trinidad. We need, now what has happened in this thing, you had the honorary game wardens actually billing this type of sport. But now you'll find that we don't have any honorary game wardens, and you have bona fide game wardens, which is only 42 by nature. So you still do not have the workforce, right? So we still have a rubber stamp.
Yeah.
So what I would like to make appeal, and I know that you will understand that, the general trend, the general workforce, that type of workforce to govern the whole forest, need honorary game wardens and need also the regular game wardens.
Yeah.
So we want a full cadre of game wardens,
Yeah.
and then we want the full cadre of honorary game wardens. Then we may have sufficient to manage the forest. You agree with that?
Yeah, because what we need is the game wardens. They not only patrol the forest, we have turtle nesting and so on.
Yeah.
That would take up some game warden, during that nesting period.
Yes.
Right, so that would mean less game wardens patrolling the forest.
Yeah, and also the sanctuaries.
Yeah, the sanctuaries also.
So you have them being guarded by the sanctuaries, especially a very good example is Caroni Boat Swamp Sanctuary.
Yeah.
You have all them fellas inside it.
Yeah.
All of them they're thinking what it is they're doing.
Yeah.
Right down in Catshill here, we not seen any game wardens, we don't see them.
Yeah.
This morning we lucky
Yeah.
since I hunting.
Yeah.
We see game wardens.
Yeah.
Two game wardens in a patrol or three
Yeah.
in a patrol. Right in the
Catshill Junction,
at the
yeah.
Catshill Junction.
Yeah.
And that this morning we saw them,
Yeah.
right? Is that a good sign? Is that a good sign of thing to come? But we want to make the appeal though, that we should supposed to have the honorary game wardens.
Yeah.
Right. So I think you had a good time with us and so on, and then we hope that to see you again
Don't
at
say
some
yes,
point in time, and
I want India.
yeah, we hope to see you again sometime,
Yeah.
and we hope everything is all right. As you say, like you'd already spoken to the hunters, eh?
Yeah.
Right. So you tell them well, look.
Right!
All right. So thank you again once more.
Yeah, I thank
For
you,
Jeet,
Mr.
right.
Bholasingh, for inviting me to your
Yeah.
camp. It was a pleasure.
Right.